Hey everybody! So as 2019 is drawing to a close, we're going to continue to look back into this year's exciting airsoft releases. Now, I've already made a list of my top 10 guns of 2019. If you haven't checked out that video, click on the card above, or you can find it in the description below. But there's another list. The list, I don't want to call it the list of infamy, but let's just call it the others list. There's some really cool releases that came out this year, and there were some that kind of fizzled out. The hot versus the not. This year, we're going to take a look at, my personal top 5 list of guns that may have missed it a little bit this year. So, less talking and let's get right into this list. Alright, so let me preface this list by saying I'm not going to be out here ragging on these guns like, wow, oh my god, these are hot garbage. I'm not going to say that. This is not that kind of list. A lot of these guns are actually pretty solid shooters or pretty cool pieces of engineering. What I am going to say is some of these guns may have just launched at a bad time, or you would have expected them to have longer legs, but for some reason or another, they just never picked up momentum. So that's where I'm going to go on. And remember, this is my personal list. And if you guys want to add to this, put those in the comment section below. So, starting off, number 5. Tokyo Marui Next Gen Recoil Shock AK47. So I'm going to start it with a controversial pick. TM guys, hear me out. I know, this is not the AK47, but this is the Tokyo Marui Next Gen Recoil based AK platform. Now, this gun being on this list has nothing to do with the overall performance of this particular model. The only reason why is, let's just say it didn't make a lot of noise when this gun released. Because classic AKs are about as commonplace as McDonald's. Now, and to be honest, right, come on guys, the community has kind of moved beyond just the classic AK style into more tactical or the newer AK stylings. Now, while I'm pretty sure Marui probably thought y'all was gonna, spruce this thing up anyways, but just simply for them to put their latest recoil technology in this classic model is kind of like Tesla releasing a new car in the form of, I don't know, something a soccer mom would drive. Now, if you haven't noticed, Tesla didn't do that. And in fact, just like Tesla, Marui decided to release their next gen recoil system in guns like the M4, Scars, 416, and just last week, they put it in a machine gun, the Mark 46. So for them to put this latest piece of technology in this classic looking AK, I'm pretty sure most people were just a little bit jaded. And when this came out, they were just like, meh. So here's hoping in 2020, it's a better year for this particular platform. Number 4, the VFC FABARM STF-12 shotgun. So what we have here is a classic case of market misinformation and slight confusion that stymied the launch of this frankly pretty awesome gas shotgun. Now, back in 2016, when it was first announced, I remember I was pretty hyped around this gun. Licensed by BO and manufactured by VFC, the first STF-12 shotguns hit the shelves were CO2 powered. But then there was various problems with the gun that made it an extremely limited release in Europe. Then sometime around 2018, BO released 6, not 1, but 6 spring variants of the STF-12 that was manufactured by Double Eagle, which were cheap and, they looked the part, but did nothing in the performance department. Then finally, this year in 2019, VFC made a much improved gas version, but this, by now, everyone is a bit confused, and the 4-year gap from the initial release of the CO2 version seemed to have taken the wind out of its sails. Then finally, in 2019, VFC made a much improved gas version of this, but by now, everyone is a bit confused, and the 4-year gap did nothing to help this, and, to be honest, it kind of took the wind out of its sails. The gun's a great shooter, very capable shotgun, but for whatever reason, it just took them forever to get from the CO2 version to where we are today. And in a year where there were actually some pretty standout airsoft guns, let's just say this one, nicely put, flew under the radar. Number 3, the G&G ARP9 Gold version. First off, I just want to say that the ARP9 is one of my favorite guns to date. I really love everything about it, but in the back of my mind, I always wish it would just look a little better. Now, kudos to G&G for coming up with their original design of this functional model. And surely they listened to the customers and what they wanted, and they wanted something really sleek. So the big release for G&G this year should have been the PCC9, which is essentially the ARP9's more handsome brother. And at the same price, but in every way better looking, and almost everyone I've talked to would have rather have gone for the PCC9, which boggles my mind as to why G&G decided to re-release the ARP9 just with gold accents for 2019. It's just like if PlayStation and Microsoft made a new console that's cooler looking, a little bit more enhanced, but they still make the old console and sell it at the same price together. I don't know, just boggles my mind. But again, who am I to know? Maybe I'm the one missing the point here. Number 2, the GHK Mark 18. This is a bit of a head scratcher. I know. You don't see it every day, where you see an honorable mention on the top guns of 2019 also be featured at the number 2 spot for the top misses of 2019. I swear there's a reason, and I did not have too much to drink over Christmas. GHK is revered as a GBBR maker, so you can say that almost all GBBR lovers have been waiting for GHK to make this particular model. But that's the problem. They've been waiting and waiting and waiting for a long time, while everyone else from TM, GMP, VFC, and several other manufacturers have already released their versions earlier on and somewhat jaded the GBB community with so many options that have come before. GHK's version is also fully licensed, so you can be assured that all the right logos and markings and dimensions. But I would have loved for them to make something truly special out of the box, like a SOT Mod Block 3, all tricked out with even featuring a URGI upper. But unfortunately, they made the same Mark 18 that everybody else already made, leaving their latest release a bit underwhelming and unnoticed, to say the least. Which is a shame, because GHKs make some of the best GBBRs in the world. It's just a matter of timing on this hottie, frankly. It's just a little too late to the party. Number 1, the EMG HUDSON H9. This one is a sad one, so play some sad music for me, guys, and press F in chat. It's sad because this might be the last time we see this beautiful pistol. The Real Steel company HUDSON picked up a lot of hype because of its forward-thinking design, trying to reimagine the 1911 platform for the 21st century. When the airsoft version of the H9 was announced, the community got really excited. I know I got really excited because it was something that broke with traditional design norms and frankly didn't look too bad either. Sadly, Real Steel HUDSON went out of business within a year, making the airsoft HUDSON an immediate historical piece even before launch. Manufactured by ArmorWorks, the gun actually shoots pretty decent, but sadly, we're just not going to be able to see what other aftermarket parts manufacturers or accessories will be able to be added to this particular platform because, well, it's no more. Let's just hope that maybe in a few years' time it becomes a collector's item. But what do you guys think? What are your top 5, 10, 20, or whatever misses for this year? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you want cool products like the ones we've seen here, or the ones from the top 10 list, don't forget to check out our online store. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to share. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified, hit the notification bell. My name is Mark, aka Blue Steel. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of RedWolf TV. Have a good one.